and a very warm welcome to another craft book show. Brand new points for consistency, third show in a row, and I'm so thankful that you're joining me this evening as well. My name is Anna Hersom and I'm the founder of Craftbox and Learn to Craft, aka Creative Craft Academy. What we're going to be having on a show today are some amazing deals and beautiful products, and of course fantastic demonstrations. So let's get started. Let me show you what we have on. So just a couple of ground rules. Everything that I'm showing you on a show, that we have on the show today, is going to be shown either here or here, depending where I'm standing. So if I'm standing here, you're going to see it here. If I'm standing there, you're going to see it there, but all the information is there. But if you don't want to read this or you don't care for that side panel, craftbooks.co.uk and craftbooksusa.com are your websites. You can just go on any of those websites and then you will be able to see everything we have on the show just there on the front page. And everything we have on the show is always updated on Saturday morning. So for next show, a little hint, if you want something, if you're worrying about something being sold out, you can always shop ahead. Okay, so let's get started. I've got some really exciting things to show you. So the first thing I'm going to show you is our Seaside Stories collection. This is one of the most popular collections we have ever created. It has been designed by our lovely Mayeba. And this collection is absolutely beautiful. For the first time ever, we have it in 8x8 size. Normally we only had it in 6x6 and 12x12. So just briefly to let you know, that the 12x12 collection is going to be retiring. We're not going to be reprinting it. We have the last of stock, about 30 units. We have reprinted 8x8 and 6x6 for the purpose of the show, and we have some fantastic deals. So I've listed everything on this hand side, but I'm going to let you know now that the 12x12 papers are $11.99 for this show only. The 8x8 papers are $8.99 for this show only. And 6x6 papers, you can get a single one for £4.99 or two for £8.99. So you can get that. And I think we should have a look at them in a bit of a close-up, because this is a fantastic collection, lovely and light and bright, and these days I think we need to think about something slightly more stunning and positive. So let's have a little flick through and let me show you why this collection was so popular. Okay, so let's have a look at this beautiful Seaside Stories collection in a little bit more of a close-up. So in this gorgeous 6x6, you have 20 pages and they are single-sided. So let me show you some of the amazing designs that we have on here. Aren't these absolutely stunning? This is 190 GSM paper, and these are all our original designs created by our gorgeous designer Mayeba. So pretty. Really nice, beautifully saturated colors. Okay, so we have that. So we have that in 6x6, and we also have the 8x8 set as well. Designs are exactly the same. Let me just show you some of them. Here we go. And we also have the beautiful 12x12. This one is retiring and designs are exactly the same, but this is a double-sided pad. So you do have 10 double-sided papers, whilst 8x8 and 6x6 are single-sided. Okay, the next thing is this amazing panel. This panel is from our friends at Snip Art, and it compiles so many cutouts that we have from Snip Art, that we have from their Tropical Adventures collection. So we have your jellyfish, we have your seahorses, we have the sentiments, we have the corals, we have a steering wheel. So many beautiful cutouts. Now, I might have mentioned this is 12 by 12 in size, so 12 by 12 inches. If you order the papers, it just packs beautifully and it goes beautifully with it. I'm going to be doing lots of demos with this, so please stay tuned, but if you're interested in it, it's £9.95. Now it's time to have a look at the 12 by 12 panel from Snip Art. This is absolutely fantastic, and you can see all those designs. This is 1.3mm thick, and you have tons of designs from the Tropical Paradise set. They pop out really easily, and they take all sorts of mediums as well, so fantastic for your mixed media. Okay, so let me show you what we have in here. Now, we don't have much stock of the stencils, I'm going to tell you in advance. And we have quite a few stamps, and we can cast some of the frames for you. So that's where we are. These are all individual items, not a set. So the stencil, this amazing stencil with all the anchors is £6.45. It's a fantastic, really heavy duty, really nice and flexible stencil, and it washes beautifully. It is a stencil that you're going to have forever. It's definitely a heavy duty mixed media stencil, and I love it for it because it's so easy to wash. And I tend to leave my stencils to dry and I'll wash them later. I don't know how about you, but that's me. Right, then we have a stamp, and this stamp is made with designs from the Seaside Stories collection, so it goes beautifully with all the papers that we have on the show. It is £7.99, and we have quite a few of those, so if you're interested, grab them, and we will send them to you very soon. And the last thing I'm going to show you from this slot here is our amazing resin frame. It's only £2.99, and it is really nice and sizable. So this is the size of my hand, so you can see how nice this is. And it's got those beautiful wavy designs, so I thought it's going to go beautifully with this entire collection I'm showing you today. And of course, I'm going to be doing a demo with it, so you will be able to see everything here. So I think it's time to bring you a little bit closer and show you everything in a little bit of a close-up, and we can have a look at all those items in a slight zoom in. Okay, so now is the time to have a look at this stencil, and this is beautiful. It is 15 by 18 centimeters, but a workable space is 15 by 15 centimeters. And then you have this beautiful stamp, and the stamp is made from the polymer, from clear polymer. And we also have this amazing frame. As you can see, it is nice and sizable, and it will go beautifully with any mixed media project made with the Seaside Stories collection. Okay, so the brand new thing what we have on the show today are two sets of ephemera. One is with those amazing hearts and shells and frames, absolutely stunning and beautiful, and these colors are nice and saturated. You have your blues and turquoise and light blues and sky blues, all sorts of blues. And because our Seaside Stories collection is so light, this will provide that beautiful contrast whatever you're making, be it a card, a mixed media piece, a scrapbook page. Now we also have the kind of item ephemera. It's kind of tricky to describe really, but we have some steering wheels and message in a bottle, and also shells and anchors. This is absolutely amazing, and it's beautifully cut as well. And I think you should come a little bit closer so I can show you everything in more detail. Let's have a look at the ephemera. So this is the shell set of the ephemera. So you have hearts and shells and larger heart there as well. But just a bit lower down, we have lots and lots of beautiful shells. So there are plenty of shells in this set. If I just take you a little bit higher up, I'm going to show you these in a little bit more detail. So let me just take a moment to show you some of those elements. So we have the starfish, we have some beautiful shells, and we have lots of other little really beautiful and intricate elements. Okay, and there are plenty of those available. So we've got 2 more here. And then let's have a look at this gorgeous, like a harbor-like set with all those fantastic ephemeras. Look at that. You have some bunting, you have a jellyfish, you have a rope, then the little boat, you have captain's hat, message in a bottle, shells, anchors. Absolutely beautiful. So overall you have 36 elements in the harbor set. Now we do have a couple more things on the show, and one of them is this beautiful set that I thought would coordinate beautifully with the entire Seaside collection. So we have 3 sprays which you might have already seen. We have the olive green, the vintage brown, and then the turquoise gold. But in the set we have also put this gorgeous, really lovely navy, and then we put it in the set which we can offer you at lower price. So normally these would be £5.99 each, so that would make it £23.96 for the set of them, but today on the show they are only £16.99, so that's a brilliant saving. We don't have a huge stock of these. These bottles are quite hard to come by at the moment, and you may know that the shipping situation is a bit tricky around the world. So I'm only putting the stock we have on in-house, and it's ready to ship. So it's 20 sets, that's all we have. And this is what we have on the show, so you may want to grab them, and I think we should see them in more detail because the colors are stunning. The sprays we have on the show are stunning. They're really, really beautiful. Let me show them to you in a bit of a close-up. This is all we have from the stock available in the office, so if you'd like them, please grab them now. So the 2 more things I have to show you are our amazing grab-ons. These are fantastic, beautiful, beautiful transfers, and they work really, really beautifully on all sorts of papers and other surfaces as well. You can even use it on wood. So I am of course going to be demoing them for you, but these are £4.99. Now we don't have a huge stock of those, so I'm just going to let you know. And these are packed with all sorts of sea designs, so really worth getting. And if you are into card making, scrapbooking or mixed media, then you will absolutely love them because the surfaces you can add them to, and they also really, really easy to actually scratch off that backing card. Sometimes grab-ons are just such a hard work. These are not. Really lovely quality and great size. And the last thing I want to show you is this beautiful set of flowers. I keep adding flowers to our shows because they're just such a beautiful embellishment. And these are only £5.99, and we have 25 sets of those. So grab those because the colors are just really adding something really special to those gorgeous blues and greens that we have on the show today. And with those vintage colors and those very, very light peaches, and also the orange. The orange adds a little bit of a kind of tropical feel to the entire Seaside collection. So these are beautiful, and of course I'm going to show you plenty of demos so you will see how I'm using those, and you will see how you can use them in your crafting. So before I go and show you all the demonstrations, just a reminder, you can shop at craftbox.co.uk if you are in Europe or in the UK, or craftboxusa.com if you are US based. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this gorgeous card, and I have already pre-cut some of the papers from the 6x6 Seaside Stories collection, and I've cut them to size, and I've got the 6x6 inch card as well. So I'm just going to pop some adhesive on the card and just matte and lay it a little bit, just to get that really nice background. Okay, and then the same on the other one. And I'm not going to make it dimensional, or not this layer, just going to leave it like this, just so that I got this lovely background. And then I'm going to take the mixed media transfers. These are amazing. They're so easy to use. They're really easy to transfer, and you've got, you know, you've got a little stick in there, just a little thing, but when you don't have it, you need it. And I'm going to cut out this ship from the transfers. So how you use them is you just cut out the element you want. So you're just going to be really careful and cut around the, well, in this case, it's the ship that I'm going to be using, and the rest can just go into its bag and wait till it's needed. And then you're going to separate it from that white non-stick sheet, and I'm just going to pop that ship somewhere there, like in a distance, and you can just press it just so that it adheres a little bit, and then you're going to start rubbing. And you will see that it will start going just a little bit lighter, and then you will know that it is adhered. It just separates from this plastic, and they really are easy to use, our rub-ons. We only got 2 designs, but here you go. And if you just have a little bit, you can give it a try and just try to see if it will just detach. So I'm just going to go over that one and then move this. Here you go. So here you go. So you've got a ship in the distance, and then what I'm going to do, I've got those tiny dimensional adhesives, and the die cuts that we have, the ephemera we have in this release, is just amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the tiny little adhesive dots onto each one of those buntings, and that will create a little bit of a lift for me. Here you go. And I can then pop the little stickies off. Cool. And then when I'm ready, I can just adhere it. So I'm just going to adhere it to the top of my card, and you can see this just creates this amazing dimension on this. It just looks like a proper bunting hanging somewhere. And then I've got the lantern, or not the lantern, I've got the lighthouse, and I'm just going to pop this here. And again, I'm going to pop this on a little bit of dimensional adhesive, because I want this to look like the ship is obviously in a distance, and then the lighthouse is closer to us, closer to whoever's watching, whoever's viewing this card, this scene. So that's the plan. So I'm just going to do the same, just take those little bits off and then just pop that somewhere here. So I'm going to pop that in a corner. Awesome. And then I've got these other elements as well, and I thought I'm going to lay them out somewhere here. So these are just like a little found marine elements, because the ephemera, this ephemera with all those elements is called the harbour. And I just love how this looks like. And again, you can play with dimension if you wanted to. Say for example, ideally the hat would be at the front, but I just want to show you the concept. So you just make the bottle kind of in front with the message, and you can see that dimension, and then you can play with it a little bit more. I'm going to take the rope and just grab that and then just pop that here. Can you see how this just offsets everything? It just looks amazing. And because I haven't adhered that hat all the way, I can just tuck that in, and then you can just carry on as much as you want, really. I think I'm going to kind of end it there. I might just put that little shell in the corner. I'll put the lighter one. I do like the lighter one. I love these shells. It's been so much fun getting these designed. And just popping this one somewhere around here. Fabulous. And we need a sentiment. We always need sentiment with those things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the panel. So this is the panel. I think it's absolutely amazing. I love it. This is the panel. the C panel from Snip Art. It's worth every penny. Just store it with your 12 by 12 papers. Get it. All I say is get it. We're not going to be getting these anytime soon again. I'm always honest with you about stock, but these we're just not getting because they are very difficult to cut for Marta. So I'm going to put Sunny Day Sentiment, and I think this will just look beautiful. These are perfect if you wanted to use our sprays on them. I am going to show you spraying in another demo, but here you go. This is a lovely little summary card with all those fantastic 3D elements. Doesn't that just look precious? So here is your first card. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. I think that card turned out to be absolutely beautiful. Okay, so I thought we were going to do a super quick run through of what we have on the show today. We have 12 by 12 papers, which are going to be retiring, and 8 by 8, which is a brand new size to this collection. We had 8 by 8 in other collections, but never in Seaside Stories. So that's super exciting. And we also have 6 by 6, either a single pad or duo pad, and they are all brilliantly priced for this show, only for this weekend. Okay, so the next one we have this fantastic panel from Snip Art with all the beautiful tropical adventure collection. You have the seahorse, and you have the jellyfish, and you have all the sentiments, and you have the steering wheel and anchors. There are so many beautiful embellishments here. And of course, I'm going to show you further demonstrations with those. These are £9.95, 12 by 12 chipboard panels from Snip Art. Now, these are all individual items, not one bundle, so you can pick and choose whatever you would like to get. Now, we have the fantastic anchor stencil. We only have 7 of those in stock. I don't know where we are with stock at the moment, so please have a look on the website. And these are only £6.45. Fantastic, really thick, really durable mixed media stencils from Snip Art. Now, we also have a stamp. This is a really nice sizable stamp. It is a clear polymer stamp, and it is only £7.99, and of course it coordinates with the collection as well. And then we have this beautiful resin frame. It is only £2.99, and it's got those beautiful swirls and beautiful designs created in resin. So I thought that is absolutely perfect for this collection. So we have 2 packs of ephemera. Each one of them is £4.95, and we have them in shells and frames, and we have also the whole kind of marine setup. There are quite a few elements in each one of those. I am going to put the details on this hand side just to tell you exactly how many elements. I haven't counted, but there are plenty. So you have the choice of them, or you can also get the mega pack of ephemera for £7.99, and then you're going to get the entirety of this table here for only £7.99. Right, the next thing we have a set of sprays, and these are the sprays we do have in stock, so you're not going to have to wait for them. And we have this set in with the beautiful olive green, we have the vintage brown, we have the turquoise, nautical blue as well. 2 more things I will show you is we have this fantastic grab-on mixed media transfers, really brilliant, really easy to work with. It's only £4.99, lots of marine designs, and we have this beautiful flower set with all the browns and peaches, and this set is £5.99. Alright, I think it's time to show you another demo, so let's get going. So what I'm going to work on now is this tag, and I've taken the rice paper, and we have the rice papers on the show, which is exciting. We have the same deal as we had with Wonderland rice papers, so not many in stock, so please grab them whilst we do have them available. I'm going to take a little bit of the rice paper glue, and I am going to firstly paint the entire tag. So that tag has been primed with some gesso, and now I'm just adding the rice paper glue to it, and then I'm going to rice paper glue the actual rice paper, just so I can have like a double reassurance, double adhesion there, that nothing is going to go anywhere. And then we're also going to be putting the glue on top. So forgive me if that was out of shot. I basically just painted the rice paper with the glue, and then I'm going to pop that on top of on top of this tag. So this is a little bit smaller than the tag, just because I made it this way. And now from the center out, this is how you work with the rice paper, from the center out, getting all the air bubbles out. And then we are sealing using exactly same glue as we used to put on as a base and then on top. Now if you wanted to add something on the edges, last time I've done the show, I have shown you how you can do that with Lumi paint. This time we don't have Lumi paint on the show, but what you can do is you can add a little bit of that spray. And I am going to just quickly clean my brush. And then I'm going to take some of this and I'm just going to add it to the edges here. So just treat it like a paint. So it doesn't have to be, you know, too elaborate. It's just a quick wash. Here we go. Okay, and then if you didn't want any harsh lines, what you can do is you can take a little bit of water and then just blend that in super gently. I usually just use my finger and look. Here you go. This is your tag already ready for the next step. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this amazing steering wheel. This is from the 12 by 12 snip art sheet, which is amazing. Please get it. We don't have that much of it, and I absolutely adore it. It's just such a brilliant, all-encompassing piece of snip art, really. So I'm going to spray this steering wheel with the vintage brown spray that it is in the spray set that we have on the show. I do really pray that we still have some left, because we only put on a show what we have. We can't really do back orders with those because the shipping situation at the moment when it comes to the bottles is just a little bit uncertain. So I'm going to give this up with a heat gun. Okay, so now this is ready. So what I'm going to do is, it's dried as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and put it on here. I think I just love this chipboard. It's just so usable. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and just going to pop that steering wheel here, and I'm going to work around it to create my little scene. Now I'm going to use some of the elements from the ephemera. Like, have a look, this is too big for this tag, but just have a look at some of those shell ephemeras. The best way to get the ephemera is to get the jumbo pack. It has everything in it and it's just fantastic value. Okay, I am going to take I do really like those. Oh, it's just so cool. I mean, we are kind of under the sea, and then I'm just creating, oh, whatever, it will look good. It will look really good. And I'm going to take one of the shells there. I'm just going to pop that down. Okay, brilliant. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to finally use those gorgeous flowers. Have a look. The flowers again are on the show, and I love the peach flowers. They look so beautiful with this entire collection. They add a little bit of lightness. Just look at that. So this is what I'm going to do with my little flower. And then I'm going to take this darker one as well, and I'm just going to pop that one in the corner there, and then we can just carry on embellishing. Here we go, beautiful. So we can also add that lamp, which is just stunning. So I'm just going to pop that one. So layer, and then on the side I'm also going to add the message in the bottle. And remember, all those elements are in the ephemera pack. Jumbo pack is the best value for money, really. Okay, so I've got this created. Oh, this is so gorgeous. And what I'm going to do is on this tag I am going to use Our Memories sentiment, and I think this is just so fitting. You also have sun and sea, but I'm just doing this all as a kind of little memories from holidays that might not happen this year, but we will see. Let's not be over dramatic. Okay, so here we go. Now we have quite an empty top, so what you may want to do is, if you have any shells, you may want to add just a couple of shells at the top there, just like this, just to balance this out. Just remember, it's all about the composition. It's all about how your eye perceives any piece that you create. Okay, here we go. So this is my piece. I hope you enjoyed this. I just love doing those. So cute. Really pretty. All the products that I've used are on craftbox.co.uk or craftboxusa.com. I hope you enjoyed this demo. I absolutely love doing this for you, and I hope it was inspirational and enjoyable. Now, I know I have done a recap just a moment ago, so you know what, I'm just going to take you with me and we're going to go and have a look at another demo. Let's get going. So the next thing I'm going to show you is this little canvas here, and what I've done is I've used the stencil, the Anchor stencil that we have on the show. We don't have many of those, and I don't know if there are any left, so please have a look on the website. It's craftbox.co.uk or craftboxusa.com, and I have added some texture paste to this canvas. Again, we do have those canvases on the website as well, and then I have sprayed it with our brand new spray, which is that gorgeous navy. And have a look at the shine. Just wanted to show you how this performs and how beautiful it is in real life. And I'm just going to give it a little shake, and this is the color. I'm going to try to show you the color. It's this gorgeous, oh, here we go, you've got this gorgeous navy color. So I sprayed it and then I fixed it with a Fix Me. So this is a fixative, so it basically makes the spray looks a little bit different. It gives it a lot of gloss, and it just gives it that kind of pulling effect, and it just sets everything in place. So no matter how much you rub it, I mean, I had blue already on my fingers, so that's not fair, but let me show you this one. I've just rubbed it quite hard. No matter how much you rub it, this is going to fix it in place. Now there is a little bit of fixative in the spray as well, so if you wanted that gorgeous blended effect, then just use water. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of turquoise. It's in the same set of 4 that we have on the website. We only have 20 because we're only putting the stock we actually have in at the moment. And I'm going to take a little bit of that turquoise and just blend it a little bit with the rest. And so I've just created this little ombre effect. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the top completely white. So I've got this kind of double color now. And I'm just going to give it a zap with a heat gun, and then we can carry on with this gorgeous project. Okay, so I've dried this now, and I just wanted to show you how this looks like, and the effect is beautiful. You get that gorgeous ombre. Obviously it doesn't look like much when you have it down like this, but the moment you lift it, the moment the light hits it, gorgeous. So these 2 sprays are in the set of 4 sprays that we have on the show today. Again, we have only 20 units. I really hope there's still some on the website. I am going to show you how to make this into a gorgeous little marine piece, something you can, for example, hang in your bathroom. Because of how much fixative is in those sprays, you don't have to worry about this going anywhere, or when it gets wet or moist, it's not going to run. It's just going to stay set, and this is exactly why those sprays are fantastic for using either on your canvases, but also on, for example, chipboard. Speaking of chipboard, I am going to take some of the elements. I'm going to take that the jellyfish, which is one of my favorite designs, and I'm also going to grab a starfish, maybe in 2 sizes, and a shell. So I think that will I'll be set with this one. Maybe an anchor as well. Okay, so I'm keep changing my mind as I go, but I promise it will be worth it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the colors that we have in the spray. So I've already prepared a little piece of cloth I tend to use for my spraying, and then I'm going to grab that gorgeous jellyfish, and you can do jellyfish in 2 tones. Okay, so let me show you how. I'm going to take turquoise and I'm going to take green. You can spray them on, say, your mixing palette or somewhere on your table. What I'm going to do, I'm going to be brave, I'm going to risk it. And you probably know by now, these bottles don't have a tube. They work on a basis of vacuum. That's why they're so amazing. And I'm going to take it directly from the bottle, and I'm just going to paint it. Look at that color. Just look at that color. Okay, so we have that gorgeous green, and also this being chipboard, super porous, porous. Look how this quickly that soaks it in. Okay, now I am going to chop it because I want to use the fact that it's still wet and just take a little bit of the turquoise and then just pop that turquoise on top and then just blend it. So I'm just going to be, look, using both, and you can see what a gorgeous blend you can get. Just check this out. This is stunning, so easy. So these sprays are made for chipboards. They are absolutely gorgeous. I am going to just take a little bit more and finish with the, is it tentacles? Tentacles. Here you go. So I've got my gorgeous jellyfish. Then I'm going to take the anchor, and I think for the anchor what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do a two-tone. So I'm going to do like a little bit of a green, like very roughly, and then I'm going to take the brown, and again I'm going to grab another brush. So you don't have to spray it. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to spray. You don't have to spray it, but I am going to spray this one on top of that that green, which it may completely cover, and it has actually. I could have painted, but you know, no drama, because what I can do, I can take a little bit more and then just look at it, and it will all soak it up, and it will create this gorgeous patina. In fact, if you wanted patina, what you can do is take blue and add even more with the blue. So just going to pop a little bit. Look at that patina. Green, brown, oh, rust and patina. Look at that. Isn't that just stunning? So what it is, I've used the panel that we have on the show, and I've used the sprays. This is it. And I'm going to take my starfishes, and I am going to use, I think, I do want a little bit of contrast, so I don't want to use that dark blue because these elements are going to be at the bottom. So I think I'm just going to use a little bit of green and just do this. And you should really mix them quite frequently. They are made for spraying, and there's little spray, there's a little bowl inside, so give it a little spritz, and then I'm going to take the turquoise, and on the other side we will start spritzing with the turquoise. Look, isn't that just, and you've got that again, that ombre, gorgeous ombre effect, tons of shimmer. This is match made in heaven. Lumi sprays on any chipboard, you couldn't just dream it. Right, a little bit of brown, half of that in brown, and say half of that in turquoise. So half in turquoise. Again, look at that. And if you have any harsh lines, what you do, you take a brush, and then you're just going to just blend it one into another. Look, seamless blend. Have a look. Absolutely gorgeous. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Oh, beautiful. And the shine is just unmatched. So you have to love it. Now I'm going to take this shell, and I am going to spray this one. I'm just thinking I'm going to spray it straight up the turquoise. So all that, and then all you have to do with this one is just give it as up with a heat gun, and that is just so quick to dry as well. Okay, so this has taken quite a while, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you back to the studio, and let's have a look at what we have on the show. Whilst in the meantime I'm going to dry it, and you'll be right back with me just to have a look at what I'm going to create with this. Okay, so we have one more demo to show you, but before I do that, just a quick reminder of what we have on the show. So let's have a look at what we have on the show today, and I've taken you with me a little bit closer just to really show you everything in much more detail. So we have the fantastic 12x12, 8x8 and 6x6 collection for the Seaside stories. So beautiful and really versatile, beautiful light blues. And we have the 6x6 in singles or duos, and all the prices I've just popped on your right hand side. Then we also have this fantastic panel from Snip Art. This one is £9.95, and it contains a lot of fantastic chipboards from the Tropical Adventures collection. This is brilliant for your mixed media, and we'll take colour, sprays, paints, all sorts of mediums you want to throw at it, or you can just use it on your cards or scrapbooking pages because it's very light, and it's only 1.3mm thick. Then we also have this fantastic stencil that is from our friends at Snip Art. It is £6.45 and is brilliant for your mixed media, really durable. We have this amazing stamp. That coordinates beautifully with the Seaside Stories collection, and we also have this beautiful frame which is only £2.99. The stamp is only £7.99. Moving on, we have this beautiful shell ephemera, and this one is £4.99 for 30 pieces, including the large hearts and the frames as well. And we also have the beautiful harbour set, and you have 36 pieces in the harbour set and all those gorgeous designs here. Then the next thing we have on the show are the beautiful Spray Always bottles filled with gorgeous colours. We have olive, vintage brown, turquoise and navy for you. They are only £16.99 comparing to a regular price of £23.96 if you were to purchase them individually. And then what we have on the show are the mixed media transfers. These are amazing, filled with fantastic wrap-ons. They are only £4.99 and this is a really large A5 sheet. And the last thing we have on the show are those gorgeous flowers. You have this beautiful set with the colours of peach and brown and sepia and beige. Really stunning set. It is only £5.99. Just to remind you quickly, you can shop on craftbox.co.uk or craftboxusa.com. If you are based in America, it's craftboxusa.com. Europe and UK, it's craftbox.co.uk. Now, we do ship, we work, we are at work every day, and we do get your orders down and ship them. So far, so good. Royal Mail is picking up our post every single day, so rest assured your orders will get to you. So please don't worry about this. Hi there, I'm back. Okay, so now that I have everything dry, I am going just to pop that to the side and bring back my canvas and we can start playing. What I have ready is my heat gun and my glue gun, actually my glue gun more than my heat gun. And I'm going just to feed this with the glue stick, and I have some shells, some gorgeous beautiful shells, so I'm going to use those on my canvas. I'm just going to keep pushing that glue stick and adhere them to the canvas, just because I am thinking of this being a little bit of a kind of bathroom piece, and I think that will just look beautiful. Oh, that is so gorgeous. Okay, I have some more. Okay, I'm going to grab some more shells. These are actually from the March craft box, and we're just going to add some of those. They're so beautiful. They're really nice and delicate, these ones. And I'm just going to pop this one here, and I'm going to add this. So with those, you just have to add the glue kind of on the edges and be careful not to burn yourself. Okay, and I am going to add one of those kind of oyster ones. Fab. And then maybe a few more. Alright, so that's done when it comes to this bit. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the anchor and I'm just going to pop the anchor around here, and again I'm just going to use my hot glue just to secure it in place and maybe try to make this a little bit dimensional. So have a look, this just stands out beautifully, and we need the little jellyfish kind of floating somewhere in there. I'm just thinking, yeah, probably around here. So I'm just going to add that, and I'm going just to adhere the top so the rest is kind of floating, which is cute. And then I'm going to take the starfish as well, and then just pop the starfish here, and then this shell, this lovely blue shell, and probably just pop that somewhere in between the other shells. Maybe not. I think the shell is going to go somewhere here. Okay. All right, it blended a little bit because it's blue on blue. But I've got another starfish. So I'm just going to pop the starfish in here. Right, now the one thing I can't forget, and I'm not going to forget, is my beautiful ephemera. I love this ephemera. And also don't forget, another thing is that you have the shell ephemera. So I'm going to bring some of those gorgeous shell. Have a look. These are so pretty. And then the difference between the 3D elements like the shells, slightly flatter elements like the chipboards, and also the paper shells. I mean, these just add like a really special effect because you're just mixing all those different effects. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little birdo and then just going to pop that one, and I'm going to be very gentle because I don't want to squash the glue. I want this to be quite dimensional. And then I think we need something maybe like the lighthouse somewhere underneath, maybe. Can I? Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think the lighthouse would look amazing somewhere underneath there. So I am going to attempt to place it there. We're basically just making a scene. And I'm going to grab... Look, I've got another jellyfish. I'm going to grab the little boat. That is so cute. Just going to pop a little boat in here. Okay, that is pretty. And then I'm going to fill a few little empty spaces with the shells. So I've got a little empty space just there in the corner. And then I've got this fab steering wheel, and I'm just going to pop that on top of the shell. And just remember, we're trying to make this all 3D, and I think the captain's hat is really cute, and we will see where we can place the captain's hat. I might just pop him on top of this. Okay. Fab. I think that looks amazing. Okay, so let me just show you what we have so far. It just really needs to be lifted just so that I can show you everything we have applied. One thing we're missing definitely is a sentiment. And the sentiment I'm going to use is "We Are in Paradise," and it is from this gorgeous 12 by 12 chipboard. So I'm going to grab that, and I am not going to do anything to that sentiment because I don't want to lose well, the sight of it really. If I color it, it will just blend with everything else. It's fine for the embellishments, but I think the sentiments should really stand out. So "We Are in Paradise," and if you are worried about this sentiment, for example, getting soggy, if it is a piece for the bathroom, just put a little bit of fixative on top, and then that will be set. And here you go. This is the little canvas that we created. I think this would look amazing in any bathroom, especially somewhere next to the window where you can see that gorgeous, gorgeous shine. So I hope you enjoyed that. So that is everything we have on the show, and that's everything I prepared for you. I really hope you enjoyed this. Please remember to love and share this show. It takes a lot of work to get it done for one person, but I absolutely adore doing this for you, and I hope you enjoy watching these as well. If you want to get anything, craftbox.co.uk for Europe and the UK, and craftboxusa.com. We still work, we still ship, and we will carry on as long as we can. All right, have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time. Will it be next Sunday at 6 p.m? We will see about that. It all really depends on you, but thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Stay healthy, stay safe, and we love you very much.